Good morning. It's Mary Joan Brinson here with the First Time Mom program, and I've got some really important tip and strategy for you today. And I hope the title of this video caught your attention. So the title was, "Do you know the answer to this question?" So before I get into that, I want to just acknowledge that if you have a new baby in your life, that life is busy. And you know this to be true because it's like this baby takes up almost all of your time and energy and attention, which is normal. And it's also normal to feel kind of a little tired from that. And can you remember back to the days when you had no children? I remember back to that time thinking I was so busy and just felt like my life was so full and so busy. And then I had my first baby and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what busy was back then. And because of that, it made me kind of miss those carefree days when I could just sort of come and go as I pleased. I didn't have the same level of responsibility. I wasn't tied down. And it made me kind of miss those days. And I don't know if you're like me, but then I immediately felt guilty because it felt like somehow I wasn't appreciating my baby or loving my baby. And none of that was true. I loved my baby just fine. And it's normal to love this new place in life, but to miss something really special and wonderful about another time in our life. So if you're missing some of those carefree days and your independence and your spontaneity to do what you want when you want, that's normal. Just know that that's normal. Okay, so on to the question that I want to see if you know the answer to. So imagine somebody was able to give you 2 hours right now to do anything you wanted for you. Do you know how you would use that time? And the trick here is that you're going to have breaks way less frequently than you need and deserve. So that when you have the opportunity for those breaks, it's so important that you get the very most out of them. So I'm going to ask this question again. If you had 2 hours to do anything just for you, that's the key. It's just for you. It's really focused self care. What is the one or two things that really fills you up the most? Don't overanalyze this. Don't get critical or judgy with yourself, thinking, well, maybe I should do this with this kind of time. No, this is about what fills you up the most. So, again, if you had 2 hours just for you, what would be the one or two things you would want to do with that time? Have you got it? For me, it would maybe be a massage. Maybe it would be reading a good book outside. It might be going for a walk. It doesn't matter what it is. It's the key is that it's something that is really important to you and really leaves you feeling taken care of. So now, once you've identified what that one thing is or two things, the next time you get a break, we want to make sure you're making time to do this activity. Because again, you're not going to get breaks as much as I want you to. So we need to make sure that when you do get them, you're getting the very most out of them because this is time to fill you up. And when you fill you up, that means that you have more to actually give to your baby and your family. So this is something that is really important. And it's important for you as a person. It's also important for you as a mom, and it's important for you as your family. So just get clear. This is a good thing. It's a necessary thing. And the more you use that time to its fullest advantage, the more you'll get out of it. So if you like getting these tips and strategies, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on social media. I'm going to be coming to you regularly with tips and updates and different ways to make the journey of motherhood a little bit easier so you can feel happier and more confident and that you've got a handle on what you're doing. I can't wait to come back and see you next time. Thanks for joining.
So